Hi everyone, Mr. Schermerhorn here, STC Music. A friend and work colleague is researching the viability of compositional integration into music theory. The interview that follows has both the questions and answers. The questions were sent to me by the researcher, and I recorded both in the studio. I hope you enjoy. Appendix F, Interview Questions, Ron F. Schermerhorn III. Question 1. What is your educational background in music, and what do you consider your greatest areas of teaching expertise? My educational background is in music performance. I have degrees from UT Arlington and UL Lafayette. I work with applied percussion students to find gaps in their fundamentals and strengthen those. A big part of this is teaching students how to practice. As music professors in the applied area, we have created well-thought-out curriculums and use them organically as they are adjusted to those individual students' needs and career paths. The challenge is working with those students on developing purposeful practice habits. So, my area of greatest expertise is the how to practice, purposeful practice, and building mental tenacity. Question 2. Describe your background teaching music theory in terms of levels taught, years of experience, and areas of strength. For the past 13 years at South Texas College, I have taught the fundamentals of music on rotation with a couple of other music professors. My contribution to fundamentals is using modern music to explore musical concepts and ideas. My strength is in the rhythm and reading portion of the course. This seems cliche or stereotypical for a music percussion professor, but most students in the class have trouble reading music and understanding the basic elements of rhythm. Once we garner some traction here, the students in the course start to thrive. Question 3. When teaching music theory, do you reference a textbook? How well do you feel your current theory text or curriculum prepare students to compose or teach composition? Do you believe music majors should have a basic knowledge of how to compose when they graduate? At STC, I teach the fundamentals of music. For that class, I have used Tonal Harmony by Stefan Koska, Dorothy Payne, and Byron Allman for part of the course. I also create custom rhythm studies, melody studies, and harmony studies from modern-day music within the last few years. Students seem to enjoy a blended classical and modern approach to music fundamentals. All the basics for getting started down the road to composing are in most theory textbooks. The masterwork comes in after completing theory and year training 1, 2, 3, and 4, as well as orchestration and form and analysis. Including some basic elemental composing in music theory is essential for the modern-day musician. Question 4. What was your music theory experience like as a college student? How well did it prepare you to teach composition or to compose in idioms that are most relevant to your context? Are you comfortable with composing music? I was fortunate to have an amazing music theory experience at the University of Texas at Arlington. I took music theory from Dr. George Chave, music composer, and he was outstanding. I felt prepared to start composing music after theory, ear training, orchestration, and form and analysis. Today, I arrange music for marching bands, indoor drum lines, and compose chamber percussion works. The kicker for me was that my main percussion teacher at UT Arlington, Dr. Michael Varner, was also a composer. Arranging and composing were part of applied percussion lessons. When you add that to a composer at UTA that taught theory, ear training, orchestration, and form and analysis, this was like hitting the music lottery. Question 5. Creating and performing are both national core art standards for music. Do you feel that K-12 curriculum teaches both equally well? Please elaborate on why you think so. What about college curriculum and why? I taught middle school and high school music before I moved to the collegiate level, and from my numerous years there, I saw the performing side emphasized much more than the creative side. The performing side of music was connected to competitions, and while this can serve as a great vehicle for a musical experience, it can sometimes serve only one side of the spectrum. At the college level, students are studying music as professionals in training. So training in creativity and performing are much more balanced and blended. Question 6. Do you believe most K-12 music educators are comfortable teaching creativity? Please elaborate. This is a split decision. It is hard to put math to this. Only my experience at a few different schools and participating in team teaching at varied levels might illuminate this. From what I saw and experienced with other teachers, teaching creativity was quite challenging for a few people. Some of this was student-related, but there needed to be more training and understanding of the general approach to teaching creativity in music. The remedy for this was musical exploration with improv on the instrument regardless of the genre, style, or idiom. Question 7. How do you think a lesson template could be constructed to meaningfully integrate composition into a theory lesson? Taking a modern-day song and breaking that down, rhythm, melody, harmony, form, and flow might connect well for a compositional template. Focus on one musical idea at a time to build the song. There are no wrong answers for composing. You can start with melody or harmony first. Some of us write the form or a basic rhythm as a starting point. Essentially, we are deconstructing a written song to lead us into composing an original song. Question 8. If you taught theory curriculum with more purposeful composition integration, what are some obstacles you envision? What are some benefits you envision? The obstacles to compositional integration in music theory are that you would make early theory courses too difficult or move too quickly. Finding a blend and balance is the key. The benefits are vast. Students will start to look at music as more language-based, similar to expressive communication. The cool thing is that this will also help to produce professional musicians that are much more comfortable in musical conversation and storytelling. Question 9. Is there anything that you would like to add about the topic of including composition in music theory curriculum? Composition in music theory is an important topic of discussion in music literacy. That being said, for this to work and be practical, the applied music program needs to be a parallel conversation so that this will stand the test of time and work at all levels, college and university.